has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoffs, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the NC State Wolfpack. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So TCU's offense has the ball first today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long. But both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you.
Turning it on! And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, TCU!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the NC State Wolfpack comes out, and they'll have the ball for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these are big for the resume.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quickly to the tight end. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows one or two more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Offense in a bunch formation. Back to throw, it's Gore. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the catch. It's Cobb. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jackson. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. That's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays. And when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him?
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. The give on the option. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50.
Looking to take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take it?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover, you get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
There he goes. Quarterback has to protect himself. Gets down with the slide.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's 3rd down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he did get nice yardage, so I'm curious to see what they do here on 4th. How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn it upfield for the first.
He's got his man. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Wants to throw it. He's got his man. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Hand off from the shotgun. They make the tackle at the 22. Will give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Breaks into the open. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field? You got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
The Horned Frogs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Utah State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Aggies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Boston College. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll keep it himself. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Gore. It's complete to the left. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage. You're trying to defend a slant route. You've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
They'll try to get it through the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Play action on first down. Steps away to find some room. Zings it complete to the right. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll leave it with him. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Fires to the big fella. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They're working that left side. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw. It's Gore. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Makes the grab. It's Cobb. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Hauls it in. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Didn't even come close to getting back to the line. He'll lose 8. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Setting up the screen. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And the Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. The Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. To the air on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this 1st half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. He'll field the punt and look for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. And the Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Going to swing it on second down. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Making side adjustments here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He gets a hand on it. He's going to scoop it up. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Horned Frogs will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
His defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the returner will be dragged down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Horned Frogs have taken it inside the 20. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete on the right side. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. They think there's room to run to the right here. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all.
Well, I love the body control there by the running back. He had to catch that right on the sideline, make sure he had his feet in bounds, try to pick up some positive yards.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Gore. Makes the catch, it's Jackson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
NC State on the move, set up with another 1st down. He'll do it himself. Turning it on. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Everything's bouncing and jiggling and rolling, and it's going forward, and he's loose. Touchdown, TCU. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Utah State is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 17 to Boston College. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. To the air on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the grab inside the 30. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite.
There he goes. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Okay, ready?
The Horned Frogs line it up with a 1st and goal.
Get set, get set.
Fakes the grab on the left. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on foot.
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Firing deep. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got a man, it's Jackson. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And here comes the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Horned Frogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. It's complete to the left. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot.
Touchdown, TCU! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And in that goal line situation, awesome job by the tight end, winning his one-on-one battle, making an easy target for his QB.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. To the air. It's Gore. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds the tight end. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense.
Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Utah State is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 27 to Boston College. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Can't get him to the ground. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You got to love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in way at the 37. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, the offense getting a little bit greedy, I think. They had an explosive play the play prior, and they decided to try to pile on, throw the ball right away. But the defense was ready for it. What a great job up front, defeating the block and getting the sack, creating a negative play.
It'll be third and long. Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Give to the back. Thrust that arm out. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
NC State, a lot of freedom to do anything here on 2nd and inches. The give to the back. Nice move to keep running. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Gore. Got his man on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He's got it. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. On the run, it's Cobb. Sweet cut there. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking downfield, it's Gore. He's got him. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Smells it, and he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
PAT unit on the field. Smashes it through for the PAT. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Fires downfield. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy.
Going over the top. He's got it at the 15. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the...
Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Gore. Right on the money. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Got a man. At the 45 on his way. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. All Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Complete to the left. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point is good. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football.
Brings it in down the left side. It's a seam wide open. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. That drive, a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Gore. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Turning it on! Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry.